What happens when your systematic attempt to rebuild a stable, structured existence after a catastrophic personal loss traps you inside a high-stakes emotional minefield, and your only hope of survival is to maintain a strict, hyper-vigilant boundary matrix before a toxic past permanently dismantles your future? In this breathlessly paced, high-stakes contemporary drama masterpiece of absolute structural irony, territorial paranoia, and heavy internal administrative friction, the traditional boundaries of healing fiction shatter under an avalanche of pure psychological survival calculations and hyper-vigilant emotional mechanics. The narrative follows an independent, highly analytical protagonist whose structured reality hits a sudden logistical wall when a sequence of unexpected, high-pressure disruptions threatens to undo their fragile new perimeter. Driven by a raw survival instinct to safeguard their internal peace and avoid total submission to the encroaching shadows of their history, they construct a desperate, hyper-vigilant plan of defense to protect their hard-won tranquility. The true brilliance of this fast-paced, investigative psychological playbook summary lies in Carson's exceptional mastery of mass-scale situational claustrophobia, localized social grid coordination, and agonizing personal boundary friction. As the protagonist navigates their high-pressure compromise behind the closed doors of their own life, their standard civilian defense armor completely melts into an elite, terrifying game of pure mental survival against both external manipulators and internal grief. Every interpersonal encounter, secure perimeter mental state scan, and localized territory boundary transaction inside their daily routine becomes a minefield of potential exposure, exposing deep-seated institutional exploitation, historic family betrayals, and a toxic inner circle of friends protecting their own dark agendas. Trapped in close quarters with a past that actively monitors their progress to shield its own survival, the protagonist must maintain absolute operational precision. The atmosphere crackles with an intense, slow-burning tension as unhinged protect my sanctuary and die protective instincts flare back to life, forcing a final high-pressure alliance where a single mismanaged tactical talk or broken boundary means the absolute execution of their final defenses. For hard-boiled relationship procedurals, dark psychological dramas, and fiercely resilient underdog enthusiasts who live for complex, multi-layered plots handled with narrative precision, this volume delivers an unputdownable listening experience where all ordinary safety nets vanish completely.